friends, welcome back to Talk Tidy Tune. My channel is all about helping you tidy up your home, declutter, and just generally live a less stressed life by managing stuff and hopefully getting rid of a lot of stuff. If you're not familiar with Talk Tidy Tune, basically what it is I like to tidy a space to hopefully motivate you. If you watch me tidy, you're like, oh, I can get out there and do that pretty quickly too. And then we also just chat, we just talk about something not decluttering related, because sometimes we just need to give ourselves a little bit of a break as we work. And then the last thing I do is I sing a little tune for you, because I used to be a professional singer, and this just gives me a fun opportunity to kind of flex that creative muscle. And so you'll watch me finish tidying while I sing you a tune. So let's get started today. Obviously, I need to help pick up the playroom. Usually I have my children help, but I haven't done a good playroom pickup in a while, which means things are probably not where they actually belong, even if my kids did clean it up last time. So, case in point, the high chair is in here, which is a little outrageous. That shows you what kind of night we had last night. The kids, I don't even know what they were doing with this high chair, but this belongs in the kitchen. I'm actually ready to get rid of the high chair. BRB! Anywho, today I wanted to tell you about a couple weeks ago, I got to go to the Taylor Swift concert with my daughter, which was so much fun. My daughter's only 4 years old, and some people might be like, why in the world would you take her to a Taylor Swift concert? Which, fair. I mean, she's an older 4. She's almost 5, but still. So anyways, yes, it was kind of nuts, but she's a huge Swiftie. She puts on concerts. Like, she'll put on Taylor Swift's music and then do all the dance moves that she's seen at the Eras tour. And she's just generally super into it, like more than I would say the average 4-year-old. It's not like she's just into it because Taylor Swift is popular. So I knew that she would know the lyrics to the songs and all the things that make going to a concert fun, right? Like really knowing the music. And so, yeah, it worked out. She was amazing. So Taylor Swift came on stage at 8 p.m. Oh, I need to declutter these costumes, but I need to do that with my daughter. So I'm gonna save that for when she gets home. Anywho, so Taylor Swift came on at 8 o'clock, and JoJo usually goes to bed at 7, but she partied hard. I told her on the car ride, it was a 5-hour drive from where we live. I was like, you have to take a nap, like this is a requirement, and she did. And so she took a nap and stayed up almost the entire time. The last song was probably around 11:30, and she did not want me to sit down. She wanted to watch the whole thing. Speaking of, though, not sitting down, JoJo only weighs 35 pounds, so I wore her on a sling because I was worried she wouldn't be able to see. And I'm so glad I did that, because she definitely wouldn't have been able to see, and there were other smaller girls, not quite as young, so like their mom wouldn't have been able to hold them, but they couldn't really see. And so this girl next to us ended up sitting down most of the time. She looked like she was maybe 10. And I felt so bad for her, and I felt bad for her mom, who spent $1 billion on tickets, and her daughter didn't really get to see much. So anyways, the sling was a great idea. I'm glad that we were at the age that I could hold JoJo the whole time. I just took an Excedrin, like during the first set when Taylor Swift does the Lover, because I knew that my back would eventually start to hurt. And then I didn't feel a thing the whole time. It was great. And the vibe of Swifties, like if you're not a Taylor Swift fan, and that's fine, you don't have to be, but the vibe is just so happy, and like they're so helpful. I actually ended up losing my ID. I didn't realize it must have fallen out from my fanny pack when I'd like taken my phone out at some point. And I ended up getting Facebook messages from 2 girls who had found it. And not only did they turn it in, but then they took the time to find me on Facebook and Instagram, send me messages with the phone number of the security guard they gave it to. Like just above and beyond. It was amazing. The girls sitting behind us were in their early 20s, and they took video of Joe and me when we weren't looking, like we didn't realize it, in order to text it to me when the show was over. And it's like, we just wanted to capture these really special moments between you and your daughter. Like, I hope that's okay. And sent me these gorgeous pictures and videos that are just like so meaningful. So anyways, the vibe was high. It was a really fun night, and overall, just so grateful that we got to go. And you might be thinking, does that mean you're gonna like sing us a Taylor Swift song today, Shannon? No, I am not. Know thyself. Maybe someday I'll sing a Taylor Swift song, but my voice was created by God for musical theater. I really think that. And so that's what I have fun singing. So I'm going to sing another song for you, but hopefully something that you haven't even heard before and you will think it's really beautiful, because I do. It's called Say the Word, and it's from, they changed the name of the show. I'll put a little title card on here. The Mad Ones, I think it's called The Mad Ones. Anyways, it's a beautiful song called Say the Word, and I'm going to sing it for you as I finish tidying up this playroom and maybe doing some decluttering. We'll see. It's almost Christmas, so I do need to make some room. Sometimes when I look at you, I don't know why you'd wait. Schoolgirl in a little world who learns everything late. I've always had all the answers, now I don't have a clue. Some nights when the clouds are thick and the wind starts to blow, I stare out my window wondering where I will go. I turn the light out, under the covers all I think of is you. Just you. Say the word, and I just might listen. Say the word, and you might get your way. Loving you should be easier, but say the word, and I might have to stay. Meanwhile, there's so many things that I don't understand. I don't know why I tremble when you reach for my hand. I didn't know how to love until you swept me away. Say the word, and I just might listen. Say the word, and you might get your way. Loving you should be easier, but say the word, and I might have to stay. I wanna love, I wanna ride, I wanna be the girl that's there by your side. Just tell me when, just tell me how, tell me I'm ready now. Today, say the word, and I just might listen. Say the word, and you might